I want to take time in this video to articulate why the memory of Roger Ebert and the memory of Gene Siskel, of Siskel and Ebert, of that team pairing is so important. The pairing is important because if it wasn't for Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert to accept, against their will, because at first they didn't want to do it, a TV show, to do a TV show together, because they were sworn enemies. They didn't like each other. They accepted each other's reviews because they were both truthful about the movies, and they accepted each other's reviews, except they didn't like each other at first. So willingly, against their will, they did this TV show. That was a public TV show in Chicago, and then went sneak previews, and then at the movies, which has been on for 35 years, ever since. And Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel, what they did was not just important for people who want to review film, maybe for online or maybe on Facebook. It wasn't just important for that years later, but it was important for people to do anything and still communicate about it. You could criticize religion now and have a conversation with somebody. You could have an atheist versus a Christian debate and have a civil debate and have a civil conversation on what you think is true about religion, what you think is wrong about religion. You could have that topic and do it Siskel and Ebert style without having hatred towards the other person. That's exactly what they did, but only with movies. They talked about movies. They argued almost all the time on movies that they didn't like, but yet they didn't say, I hate you for liking this movie I hate. They didn't do that. They had different points of view. And because of them, it's their points of view, or how they put out their points of view, that you can do that in a normal day conversation with anybody. It's because of them that you have that ability to sit down in front of the camera like I'm doing right now and speak about your point of views, and somebody could rebuttal with a video response, and it's all because of them. That's why they were so important to not only the film industry, but to society in general. If it wasn't for Siskel and Ebert, we wouldn't be doing this today. We wouldn't be reviewing movies on YouTube. We wouldn't be discussing about religion or politics, or saying what's right about politics, what's wrong about politics, what's right about movies, what's wrong about movies. We wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for them. If they had said, no, I hate this guy, I do not want to do the show with him, and if they said no, and the offer was off the table, there was no Siskel and Ebert, there would be no YouTube. There would be no Facebook. Believe it or not, there would be no Facebook, there would be no YouTube. There would even be no Twitter. There would be no blogging. There would be no bloggers. They were so important to not only the cinema industry, but to society in general. They showed society, they showed us, you can have a conversation we're having at your home every day. You can rebuttal your point of view. You do it without even knowing or acknowledging that you do it, but you could even do it more in front of the camera. You could do it in front of the camera, still have that conversation without gloating about how you're right, because sometimes you're not always right, sometimes you're wrong. And that's what they articulated to us through their show. They were important. And Roger Ebert died 2013. So it would be 2 years. I forget when he died. It would be in December. 2 years since he died. Gene Siskel died in 1999, so it'll be 15 years. The fact that they're gone, Roger Ebert once said that empathy is a part of human compassion. True. But he also said in Life Itself, in his book, that death is also the last stage of life that we'll all go through, which is true as well. They both died of a form of cancer. Gene Siskel died of a brain tumor. Roger Ebert died of thyroid cancer. And you know what? They did what they did best, even fighting through their troubles. They reviewed films. Gene Siskel did up to the day he died. So did Roger Ebert. Because of them, I thank them. Because I can talk about movies on Facebook. I can articulate my point of view, and I could start a discussion amongst my Facebook friends. I could talk about atheism on YouTube and have a whole argument with people about atheism and why. I don't think it's the exact way to live, because I'm an atheist, but I'm not saying you have to be an atheist to live. No, I'm not saying that. You could be religious, just accept science. Just incorporate it with your religion, that's all I'm asking. I can articulate that point of view, and somebody could do a video response to me, and we could do that back and forth. And I thank Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel, because we all know we have that ability to do that today. I thank them because it's because of them and what they did that we have Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, for Christ's sake. It's because of them that we have these sources. It's because of them that we have blog sites. I thank them because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have all this websites today where we can articulate our point of view. So to them, thank you. And you two great men will be forever missed by everybody.